There is something magical about objects made by hand. Not machines, not factories, hands. Hands that carry generations of memory. Hands that know the rhythm of fire, the patience of clay, and the language of metal. Hidden in the forests and villages of Adilabad district in Telangana, there exists a centuries-old art form that very few people truly understand. An art that turns simple wax, clay, and brass into stories. This art is called Dhokra. And today, we're going to explore the journey of this remarkable craft, its past, its struggle for survival, and the artisans who are keeping this tradition alive. Dhokra art is not just a craft, it is history, cast in metal. The technique used in Dhokra is called lost wax casting, one of the oldest metal casting techniques known to humanity. In fact, archaeologists believe this technique dates back more than 4,000 years. One of the most famous examples, the dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro, discovered in the ruins of the Indus Valley civilization. Yes, the same ancient technique used thousands of years ago is still alive today in villages like those in Adilabad. But unlike factory metal casting, Dhokra remains deeply personal. Every single piece is handmade. No molds, no shortcuts, which means no two pieces are ever the same. Every artifact carries its own identity. Creating a single Dhokra artifact takes patience, skill, and an incredible amount of care. The process begins with something simple: wax. Artisans shape beeswax into delicate forms, animals, tribal figures, lamps, and symbolic designs inspired by nature and tribal life. Once the wax model is ready, it is carefully coated with layers of clay. This clay mold is then heated in fire. Slowly, the wax inside melts and drains away, leaving behind an empty cavity inside the mold. And into this space, molten metal, usually brass or bronze, is poured. When the metal cools, the clay mold is broken, revealing the final sculpture. And because the mold must be broken to remove the sculpture, it can never be reused, which means every single piece of Dhokra art is truly one of a kind. It can never be replicated exactly again. In the villages of Adilabad, Dhokra is more than work. It is heritage. Families have practiced this craft for generations. Children grow up watching their parents shape wax, build molds, and work beside the fire. For many artisans, this is not simply a profession, it is identity. Their creations often reflect tribal life, folklore, animals, and nature. You will see elephants symbolizing strength, tribal musicians representing celebration, and lamps symbolizing light and prosperity. Every artifact quietly carries the story of a culture, but despite its beauty and historical value, Dhokra artisans today face a difficult reality. In today's world of mass production, handmade crafts often struggle to survive. Factory products are faster, cheaper, and easier to distribute. But handmade art cannot compete with machines on speed because art takes time. A single Dhokra sculpture can take several days, sometimes even weeks, to complete. And yet many artisans earn only a small fraction of the value their work truly deserves. Many younger generations are slowly leaving the craft, choosing other jobs to support their families. And if that continues, ancient traditions like Dhokra could slowly disappear. Not because the art lacks beauty, but because the world stopped paying attention. But something powerful happens when someone chooses handmade art. You are not just buying an object. You are supporting a family, preserving a tradition, and helping keep alive a skill that has survived for thousands of years. Every Dhokra piece carries the fingerprint of the artisan who made it. The tiny imperfections, the delicate textures, the handcrafted finish. These are not flaws. They are proof that a human being created it. One of the biggest challenges artisans face is reaching customers. Most of them live in small villages, far from large markets. So their beautiful creations often remain unseen. That's why we decided to create something simple. A way to connect you directly with the artisans. Every Dhokra artifact in our store is handmade and shipped directly from artisan communities. No factories, no middlemen, just authentic handcrafted pieces made using the same traditional techniques passed down for generations. Traditional art forms like Dhokra are not just decorations. They are living history, stories cast in metal. And every time someone chooses handmade art, they help ensure that these stories continue for the next generation. So, if you'd like to explore these beautiful creations and support the artisans behind them, you can browse our collection of authentic Dhokra artifacts. The link to our store is in the description and the bio. Because sometimes, the smallest artifact can carry thousands of years of history.